my children. And he wakes up in the night and he's having nightmares because he's thinking of dead babies. And that is terrible. What about the living children that are affected by the dead children?
Right
Why
on.
is that okay?
You had to leave
I mean, answer me why that's okay. Why is it okay for you to be an abuser of my living child? Why is it okay for you to show children pornographic images and get away with it? You're not answering my question. No, you're not. You're avoiding my question and going around my question. What do you mean, don't bring them by here? This is the only way to get to where I'm going. I shouldn't have to.
Correct.
I should not have to adjust my life so that I can, you know, avoid someone abusing my child. A child abuser belongs in jail. A child abuser should not be, you know, able to stand out in the middle of the street and abuse children. Period.
I think these babies
are
being really abused, okay?
Here we go.
My child is also being abused. I don't think it's about whose child is being more abused. It's about child abuse. And it's wrong.
You're right, it is about child abuse.
So stop abusing my child. This sign is fine. This sign is disgusting. I'm not here to protest about abortion. That's none of your business what I believe in. But this image is not appropriate. Speaking your mind is fine as long as it's not a pornographic image. That's what I'm saying. It's too much.
I know what you're saying. See,
and it's just like
we don't directly target children, but
it happens.
I understand that.
No,
but here's the thing. Abortion is very graphic.
No,
I understand it,
here's
but they don't.
I don't go into
they don't care. As long as they traumatize children, they don't care.
Right. But do they allow? Okay, so
you're not focusing on what I'm saying to you.
Is there not is there a window so we can go watch them perform their actions? You know, this happens.
No, I don't want to ignore it. I chose life for my child, and I'm trying to provide him with, you know, a good foundation and a wonderful structure and a good life.
No, but here's the thing: they don't care about other women who make their own choices. They're not pro-choice. They're not pro-life. They're pro-birth.
Right. Whatever. Sorry. What?
Like pro-birth. Basically, they don't care about the children that are already alive.
Right.
They just want the fetuses to be born. No, they want to do something about helping children. That they try to do. Why don't they do something about the infant mortality right here in Mississippi?
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, there are so many other things that you could be focusing on, but whatever you want to focus on is fine. But showing my child pornographic images should be illegal.
I understand what you're saying. You see, I'm around a lot of people that see the sign, and even little kids. And the question they usually ask is, what happened to the baby? And they're all scared. But when they find out that their parents are absolutely trying to stop it, they feel safe and secure.
I think that you should be on medication for what you just said to me. That makes no sense to me.
If they find out
if you show children.
No, basically they say traumatizing children will help them.
Traumatizing your own children, then that is not loving your child. That is a selfish thing to do.
But if a child knows their parent is okay with it, and their parent can't explain this,
they are not mature enough to process those things. I'm sorry, a 2-year-old is not mature enough to process what an abortion is.
So it wasn't even a fetus.
Culture that celebrates
Baby Daniel.
Abortion,
that is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you using my child and getting away with it. If you believe in the life of a child, then you should also believe in providing a living child with a good environment and, you know, the community, not, you know, advocating.
You have PG-13 pictures available for anybody under 13 to visualize, you know? It's like that thought.
No, they think traumatizing children helps their cause. Makes them easier to brainwash.
You have a wonderful life. He gave it to me.
Have I talked to you several weeks ago about this before?
We didn't talk about that. We talked about
you said they're not babies because they don't have names, right?
Yeah, I said you said baby. I said a living being,
About the images that you're putting. You know, you should be able to protest what you believe in, but in an appropriate way, in a way that God would approve of. You know, I'm sorry, but, you know, God does not approve of child abuse. That is not what, you know,
Okay. I can't say that tomorrow, but as for the rights here, our rights, you know, but when it comes to, religion and knowledge, that's up in the air. And for us to take the right to somebody else, so they can't do this kind of thing, you know? I'm not saying I'm for it against it.
This is mild.
Everybody has their own
Sure, someone happened a couple of weeks ago when one of the
but
women next door
Did you hear about what happened?
got out the cow
but we're not worried
about
about
having his microphone on him. She said, I can hear you in my bedroom, and I only have 1 hour to go to sleep and take a nap and get ready before I have to go back to work. And I need you to keep it down. Because he's like, but they have the radio on. She's like, no, I can't hear the radio. I can hear you. And he's like, well, I can't do that, but you can't come out here and join us. She looked like she was about to cry.
Innocent people being killed by terrorists.
Oh, so now you're saying women who have abortion are terrorists?
I'm saying killing innocent people sounds like terrorism to me.
Oh yeah, and yet he probably applauds the Christians that shoot abortion doctors.
So genocide. What is genocide? Crusade.
No.
Crusade. That's Christians. Christians fought for a belief, correct? But when it's all said and done, the genocides and the crusades were basically innocent people dying for a cause that they believed in, but there was no reason for them to even die.
I'm not talking about crusades. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened.
But you weren't there. You're not in there either.
I don't believe
So
people
if
should
you
kill.
if you weren't there, does that mean you don't know anything about it? So if you haven't been in there, that means you don't know anything about it.
So okay, so say some people did kill other people.
I don't want to talk about it.
Doesn't mean I'm with them.
And all the wonderful things of the world. You 2.5-year-old grandchild. That poor child. He's going to be, you better get ready to pay some psychiatric hospital bills, because that baby's going to be messed up when he gets older. And he might be a killer. You don't know, he might be one of those people that just sprays everybody and kills everybody.
Oh no, he could be the next Scott Roeder.
Oh yeah. And I am speaking that over you, because you're speaking this nonsense over me.
I haven't said a word about you, dog.
He could be
Yes, you have.
No, I have not. I
Okay.
just said you want to be like everybody else and ignore
Be a
the
doctor.
No, I am not ignoring anything. Okay, I personally,
You're
for
ignoring what's
myself,
going on in there.
I would not have an abortion. That's my personal feeling.
But she doesn't want to impose it on other people.
No, but if someone wants to do that is their right. We live in America.
They're not babies.
America.
They're not babies.
America.
Exactly.
My husband is in Afghanistan, and I Skype
Tell
with
him I
him.
appreciate his service.
Okay, and I Skype with him all the time. And my child was asking him and telling him about dead babies on the side of the road. And he was like, what is the baby talking about? You know? That's the kind of conversation. So if he remembers to tell Bill that he saw a dead baby on the side of the road, then obviously that's sticking in his brain.
And maybe he won't be for abortion, and maybe he'll fight it.
He's 2, Esther! He's 2 years old.
No, they think if they traumatize children, they're doing something right.
You guys are disgusting. And you go to hell.
So they think these pictures are disgusting?
Thanks, you guys.
With the pictures, not the people that actually do the things that they're taking pictures of.
Make sure nobody's following.
Oh, please shut your noise hole.
You can't argue with me, that's why.
You can't argue with these people.
I can argue with you. I'll make a valid point, you don't. Look, man, you can show that picture to me all day. But that's being shown to babies going down the
It's
street.
too horrible to look at. Babies are being ripped apart in there. If that's too
You
horrible,
can't even prove anything about that picture. You
Sure we
can't.
can. We
Did
know
you
exactly
take that
where it
damn
came
picture?
Okay, once.
Was you there when it was taken?
I know the people who got it from the person that took it.
You didn't know the pictures.
Ethical reform. Yeah, there's a woman that works there that pulled dead babies out of bags and took pictures of them specifically for the pro-life movement because she went against. So actually, they are propaganda pictures.
But they are real babies that were taken. Those folks even knew it. If it's just blobs of tissue, why are children traumatized.
Like,
Let's get
really?
back to why you're showing it to children.
To babies, little
Oh, yes,
kids.
woman came
It's just a
Why are you
blood tissue. Why do you
letting
care?
There's no
Why are you traumatized?
James, come on.
If you care so much about babies, why are you traumatized with those pictures?
It shouldn't traumatize. It's just a blob of tissue.
Are you kidding me?
What does it
You
look
know
like?
that'll give a baby nightmares.
It only gives them
You know that. You know that.
A little blob of tissue give a baby a nightmare.
Yes, it will. You know it. Don't even try that.
I saw
with
these
me.
when I was a
Don't
little
even
baby.
try that with me.
Yeah, and you turned out
I
so
knew
well.
my
She
parents.
is sick.
I knew
That is
my
sick.
parents were against it, and that they were fighting to save the babies.
Just like she said, you could have all those other pictures over there, and that's fine. But you put that out there, man, you're traumatizing
You
kids.
can't explain this to a kid if you're for this. That's why the kid's
What
traumatized,
do you mean
because
you can't
they can't trust you,
can't
not to
explain
kill
them because
them.
they're having nightmares.
You can't,
What are you supposed to tell them?
they have nightmares about the people that kill these babies.
No, they
killing
don't. No,
them.
they do not.
Well, then what do they have
Come on,
nightmares
man. Are you kidding me?
The boogeyman.
What
What's
kind of
scary
argument
about a
is
dead
that?
baby?
Huh?
They're scared they get killed.
What?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I had
Yeah,
numbers
look at
ago.
that.
Right.
Exactly. You're having nightmares.
I wasn't
Thank you
scared
for
because
admitting it.
I knew.
You know, admission is the first step to recovery, and I think you're on your way to recovery.
I didn't have any problems when I was younger.
That's
I
because
knew my
you
parents fought it. I knew my parents were
I think
against
you
it.
did have problems. I think you did have
My
Not with these-
grandchildren
I
are
think
very
you
proud
still
of me
have
for
problems.
fighting the bad people that kill babies. My
Not with
grandchildren
these
are very
pictures.
proud of me. They love it.
You're still having problems.
I see. Is he having problems?
Huh?
That's
Is he
because
having problems?
I don't know if he's having problems
Do you
just
have
because he's
nightmares about
standing there.
No, I do have a hard time looking at these pictures. I hate them
I
myself.
do too. Tell the truth, and they
And
never
imagine little
But you just
kids
said that they
looking
don't-
at 'em.
They don't have to look
That's
at
what I'm
If
saying.
you- how old are you?
That's
If
what
you're as big as you are-
Imagine the little kids that get ripped up. You're
Oh.
for it. Come on.
Circle,
You're-
circle, circle,
But defending the
circle.
You
act.
were sick. You were sick.
Why do you defend the act?
too bad.
No, we're protecting women's right to choice.
To do that.
This is choice.
You're making that happen in you.
Okay. What about the women that come in here to complete a miscarriage? No, we're not.
Showing that picture.
So Wendy, how do you
Showing that picture by the road.
You're doing
That child
it.
lived to
made it
become that.
legitimate.
You're doing it.
That child
Are you-
lived
you
to
couldn't
showing
even
people
argue
what
with
you're
it. You couldn't
doing
argue
in
with
there.
Her child. I didn't try to
You're
argue with
showing
her.
them
She
shit
didn't
that
try
to argue
you.
with
I did not want to get a shout and
You sat right there and tried to argue with it.
No,
She
what
didn't
we
wanna
are doing
answer.
is
She
providing
just
women
wanted
with a
to tell her
legal
thing.
medical
Her
procedure.
child can't
And
trust
that's
her
the
because her
procedure.
child knows that she's for
That
this
you're
problem.
providing.
If the child's however old knows.
And I'm guessing you
2
wouldn't
years
care if the
old, 2
woman
years old,
was,
2 years
I don't know,
old.
didn't
How
have a
much is
body
he
that was fit to
supposed to
sustain a birth and her and the child was both going to die.
Grandson
No.
is 2 years
Okay,
old.
Oh,
I'm
she's
just
pregnant. Oh, well.
This is
Answer that.
bad. My
Answer.
It's
grandchild
better that her and the child both
Answer that.
die.
The 2-year-old?
Answer that question. How much are they supposed to comprehend?
Well,
They know it's bad, and bad doctors
2-year-olds wouldn't
shouldn't
be
do it.
bothered if it was just a
How is that
blob tissue.
okay?
You can't sit there and explain abortion to a 2-year-old.
Sure you can.
No, you can't.
No, you
It's bad
can't.
and good.
Physics.
No, they
They
don't.
do so.
I didn't understand bad and good when I was 2.
I can't help it. Mine do.
I'm guessing you
did.
probably whoop them.
I understood perfectly what wrong and right was.
That's sick, man. That's sick. You're sick for
It's
showing.
sick, and you're defending it.
I'm defending what?
The actual act.
I'm defending their
I
choice.
show the picture, you
I'm
defend the
defending
act.
their choice.
This is
They have a choice.
This is a choice.
The babies don't have a choice.
What babies?
Oh, yes.
Babies.
Well, then
They
why
are
are children
babies.
traumatized for seeing it if they're not even babies?
That's
Oh, yeah, the
tissue.
babies
You
don't have a
said
choice.
yourself,
Do
that's
children
tissue.
have a choice what happens to them from
You
the age
said
of...
it was tissue.
Oh,
You
okay.
said the same thing.
Hey,
Okay, say
hey,
that.
if the babies should have a choice, then do the children have choices from ages 1 to about 12 to 18
What is it?
about what they get to do? No, their parents decide that.
Is it the baby's blood
The
or
parents
the
don't get to
mother's
do
blood?
that to them from when they were 21 and better.
Whose blood
That's
is
because
on
they've
the
already been
tissue?
born.
Is it the mother's blood or the baby's blood?
Mother.
What if it's a different blood type?
That is never known definitely until the child is born. And do not even say that they have
That
personality.
in utero?
I'm guessing you're also going to be one of those people that tells me they also have personalities.
If the
They
child
have
was
personality.
aborted, they could test the blood, couldn't they?
Possibly. Yeah, to tell who the rapist was. But that's for legal cases. She's reading it to the air.
They think children are traumatized by these, but I say if it's a blob of tissue, children shouldn't be traumatized by it.
He asked her how long you were.
I'm good. How about you, Dad?
Yeah, but a blob of tissue that looks gross.
The pictures are gross. And
It looks like something I found in my pad last month.
if it's,
See the babies
If it's too horrible to look at it, you shouldn't. It should be too horrible to do.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Look at even fingers.
Leslie.
Leslie. What do you say you
In from Denver where it's snowing,
Oh,
believe it
so
or not.